What's up, y'all? It's your boy JunesEightyEIght, back with another episode of Coffee with Jones, episode 3, I might add. How's everybody doing? I know last week was kind of crazy. I didn't drop everything on time. I apologize. It was just, I guess it was like a rough week. Not a rough week. I was just doing so much last week. Like I said in the past video, in the last week's video, I was recording heavy, working on some more music. Pretty much lost track of time. I kept putting it off. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna record this day. I'm gonna knock this video out. I'm gonna knock this video out. And I never got to doing it. Never got to do it. So I said, I didn't drop a Monday video. So I said, let me drop Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So now I'm back on my regular schedule. And I'll try not to do that anymore, you know. I try to drop as frequently. I try to drop on the schedule. I try to make sure I drop everything when I say I'm going to drop it. And yeah, quick update. I just want to say, like I said in the last video, I'm trying to do something different with the merch stuff. So I'm not sure if I'm going to keep the official site up as of right now. It's still up right now. But I do plan on doing something different. I don't know if I'm gonna switch sites or I'm just gonna order a bunch of stuff and have it on hand so I could just have it and just shut the site down completely. I'm not sure yet. I'll let y'all know when that time comes. And music-wise, I'm thinking about, there's a lot of stuff going on right now. I really don't want to talk about it. But y'all know what's going on with the whole Spotify thing. A lot of artists are leaving Spotify and everything. I didn't really know what was going on. I thought artists just leaving Spotify. But I've been hearing rumbles about a lot of artists leaving Spotify anyway, even before the whole, situation. But I got my Bandcamp up and running again. 88th Avenue is up there. So is my other projects, Hero, My Random Life, and June's World. And that's up there. So everything is up there right now. So everything is still on other streaming platforms, but I do encourage people that support me, that are watching this video right now, please, please, please follow the Bandcamp if you have a Bandcamp account. If you don't, make one and follow that, because I will be doing drops over there too. Music-wise, I'll be doing like exclusive stuff that's only going to be on Bandcamp. That's something else I've been thinking about doing. Like, yo, I'm not putting that over there on Spotify and Apple Music. I'm not going to give it to them. I'm going to put over here just Bandcamp exclusive stuff. And I got an idea with some other stuff I want to do musically, that just a side note, just a little Easter egg, just to give y'all the heads up, to people that's watching that and that do support me musically. I may put a project on Apple Music and Spotify, but it may not be the same thing on Bandcamp, if you know what I'm saying. It may or may not have a few extra songs that are not on the Spotify Apple Music version. It may just be something that's exclusively over here, so you have to get it over there. And with certain part with Bandcamp exclusive stuff, there may be like an exclusive download that may not get over there, like, cause Bandcamp got it where you can add like extra stuff to a project, like a video or extra songs, or there's little extra tidbits that may not be on that version, that may be on that. But that's just a quick music update. So let's get into today's podcast. I was thinking about knowing your craft, being a student of the game. I don't think I've talked about that before on here. And what I mean by being a student of the game, knowing your craft, know what you're doing. Know exactly what you're doing. Be a student. I remember when I was, I'm going to make this part short. When I was learning how to record music, when I was over the boy too, to Altitude, shout out to my boy Altitude. As we were recording, like I'm watching how he, like I said, I watch how he layers the sections where the beat and the verses and the ad-libs and the hooks and everything, how he set up, how he put everything together. I'm in the back, I'm like, all right, studying, because I know I'm going to have to do this one day. You know, I know I'm going to have to do this. And knowingly, not knowing, I was doing that the whole time with podcasts. You know, I'm putting the tracks in. This is where this goes. This is how this layers. I'm like, oh snap! I was doing that the whole time. Didn't even know it. Cool. So always study your craft, whether it's fashion, art, food, hair, nails, cosmetology, any of that kind of stuff. Know your craft. Study that. Be a student of it. It's good. It's like, even if you already know stuff, still study it. You may be, in your mind, the best filmmaker out there, but there's still stuff that you may not know. You know what I mean? There's stuff that you may not know, or that you thought you knew, but there's more to that you did not know. You know, there's something that somebody else knows that you don't know. You go to a class, they tell you, like, yo, you may be sitting in the class, like, I'm going to take this little class real quick, and yada, 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 and I know, like, yo, man, I didn't even know that. You know what I mean? Really study it. You know what I mean? You got to really study your craft. You really got to be a student of it. You know what I mean? I mean, with anything, you know what I mean? That's just how I look at it. Like, I was really trying to think, like, what can I give y'all this week that can make sense? Because I know a lot of people, especially in my industry, the music industry, entertainment industry, a lot of people think it's just, oh, turn on the mic, there we go. Turn on the camera, there we go. Let me get on stage, and yada, yada. Like I said, you could do all that, but if you're not rehearsing and really, like, taking it seriously, you're not going to be good. It's not like I say this, I jokingly say this, but it's serious. Like, there's always a way to be a great MC. You can start rapping tomorrow and be trash, but within, I say, like 6 to 9 months, you can be pretty solid, you know what I mean? Because you can surround yourself with great rappers. That's what I could always rap. Don't get it twisted. I was rapping in high school, but I just wasn't like, I was punchline rapper. I would say like a battle rapper, not like a battle, but I could say words and throw a good punchline in there. Everybody, oh, because that's what everybody was doing there for rapping for. Like, you got to throw, everybody trying to get that. Oh, everybody was trying to get that. But when you trying to, like I said in my last video, can you make a song? Can you put words together that make sense and make a song? And I could always do that, but I never did it. You know, I've always been a good rapper, but I try to be a better rapper. That's when I started, like, all right, let me surround myself with great rappers. Like 3, like Altitude, like Guy, you know, like Topic. And I listen to great rappers, you know what I mean? You know, like my boy King, like my bro King Chris. I listen to great rappers. I listen to dope rappers that make me, like, if I'm going to do a song with you, I know that I can't give you no bull. I know I got to bring the bars. You know what I mean? Because my friends will tell you if your bars are trash. It's not even in a disrespectful way, like, yo, you need to go back and change that. You know what I mean? Because it don't work. You know, they do that. And that makes you better. But when you're in the realm of singing, it don't work that way. The only thing that can work as a singer is if you take vocal lessons. You could be an okay singer, but I feel like if you're okay, if you can hold a note, Look at me. If you can hold a note, you're fine. I think you're fine. I think you're fine. If you can find a note, if you can hold a note, you have a range. Like, take vocal lessons. Take vocal lessons. That would really help you. You know what I mean? And I ain't hate when somebody tell you that, like, yo, man, you could be a good singer if you just took vocal lessons. You're decent, but just take some vocal lessons. Take your voice seriously. Like, T-Pain said it one time, like, yo, I think he was on the Breakfast Club. It's an old interview. I think like 10, 11 years ago, he was on the Breakfast Club. Like, yo, man, you really made me, he told Charlamagne, like, T-Pain told Charlamagne, like, you made me step my game up. When you made me sing live, because that's back when he was doing auto-tune heavy. Like, he was auto-tune. And people say he couldn't really sing because of auto-tune. And Charlamagne put him on the spot and he got embarrassed. He said, that's when I started taking my voice seriously. I stopped smoking, yada, yada, yada. I really started taking my voice seriously. And that's dope. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you took your voice seriously? You know what I mean? And that's no being a student of the game, student of the craft. That's like saying, oh, I'm a great cook. I'm a self-taught cook. But you could be a better cook if you went to culinary school. It's cool to be self-taught. But if you want to be taken seriously, you know, go to culinary school. I know a lot of people that are dope cooks. I know my homegirl, Stephanie, she's a baker. She gets busy. But she went to culinary school. She's certified. I know another girl, certified. I know a few people that are certified chefs. You know what I mean? They could go on Chop tomorrow if they wanted to. They could go on Beat and Bobby Flay tomorrow if they wanted to. That's how dope on Cake Wars. They are that. Students of the craft. You know what I mean? You got to be able to, all right, cool, I want to be taken seriously. And that's it. Like I say, I feel like I wasn't a student of the game early. I was just making moves. I was just trying to make stuff happen. And in that time, I probably burnt a few bridges. I probably, you know, I wouldn't say damaged. Things can be, bridges can be fixed. Things can be fixed. But I'm like, I didn't know what I didn't have nobody to tell me to chill out. You know, just chill, June, chill. Take your time, yada, yada, yada. You know what I mean? I had to learn and bump my head so many times just to, you know, there's some stuff that can be mended. You know what I mean? There's nothing like, oh, I hate you, man. I never want to speak to you again. Nah, it's just like, I was hot-headed, not hot-headed. I was like stuck in my ways. I was stuck in my ways. Like, I don't want to do it that way. I got a vision, and if you're not seeing this vision, I don't want to deal with you. That's me. And in that instance, I wasn't even a student of the game because I wasn't trying to perfect my craft. I wasn't trying to make stuff happen. And if it wasn't happening the way I wanted to do it, I quit that and tried something else. But then when I took a step back, looked at myself, oh, snap. I can't be doing it like that. I got to be doing it another way. You know what I mean? And that's how I think a lot of people lose themselves at. You know what I mean? I said I would say be a student of your craft. If you want to be a good songwriter, surround yourself with songwriters that are dope. I mean, when I say be a student of the game, I always say when I think of that, I say align yourself with people that are better than you because they make you better. You want to be a better rapper? Get around rappers that you know that are better than you. You know what I mean? And they'll make you step your game up. That's what I did when I first started taking rap really seriously. I'm like, yo, I know that Toot is a better rapper than me. I know Guy's a better rapper than me. So let me get with these, and they help me step my game up. When I see their faces and how they react to songs, like, ooh, your Pink Gang stepping up. Because Guy, he does this when he likes something. Okay, I see you, June. Okay, bro. Keep it that right there. Because I know if I go to the lab and I give them something, they like, yo, that it. I never want to hear that. You know what I mean? There was a song that Toot didn't like. He didn't like a one trait. Like, yo, I like the whole project, but that song, I see where you was going with it. I see where you was going, but it just wasn't my flavor. And that's cool. That's the kind of people you need. So, all right, cool. I probably don't need to do something like that again on the next project. You know what I mean? Because these are my brothers at the end of the day. I'm like, all right, cool. I always look for the approval of my brothers. Like, yo, you always want that solid approval. You know? But that's the thing. And I'm going to move a little forward. I got my notes written down. Hold on, let me. Okay, moving forward. Showing love and support and being happy for others. And I think a lot of people don't do that. And they look at it like, why isn't that me? I should be there. Like, you hate, but you can't be like, yo, that should be me. Why they there? Why they, yada, yada. You know what I mean? Like, why do I not have, why is that not my opportunity? You know what I mean? Why isn't that my, I should be where they at. That should be me right there. Me, like I said it before, I'm happy for everybody that's around me. Like I said, when Guy and the Cut and my sister, my favorite little sister, Equinox, when they got that gig, that band got that gig down in Deep Ellum, I was so freaking happy for them. I called them and said, I'm so happy for y'all. Y'all worked hard for that. I seen the hard work that y'all put in. Y'all grinded. Y'all did that. Y'all stuck it out. A lot of people don't get that kind of opportunity. You know what I mean? I told my mom the other day, I can't wait till I get an opportunity like that. I can't wait till I can do a set show. And they perform that. They're there every Sunday night. And that's amazing. Building their brand, building connections. And I'm so happy for them. But other people on the outside looking in, they may be looking at, man, I wish that was me. They don't just, I've been putting in the same amount of work. I ain't get, like I said, opportunity are not, I can't even use it. The opportunity isn't given out equally. Everybody not getting an opportunity like that. You got to be in the right place, the right time. You got to put in the work. You know what I mean? You got to put in that work. You got to put in that time. And I'm happy for it. You know what I mean? It's like when I applied for South by Southwest, I'm like, then Altitude applied. I'm like, yo, either way, I'm like, yo, if I make it, I know my boy's going to be happy for me. If he make it, I'm going to be happy for him. It's like I said, either way, if anybody got picked, I didn't get picked. Two didn't get picked. But at the same time, it's like, it's a win for the home team. Because we family. I'm like, yo, if I get it, I'm putting off everybody. I'm literally like, yo, I'm gonna bump like, yo, this is my, I'm putting my family on. If I can bring one person on stage, I'm like, all right, cool. I gotta bring two. I gotta bring, you know, I gotta bring somebody. And I'm gonna perform the songs we have together. You know what I mean? I'm gonna share the spotlight. And vice versa. You know what I mean? When the opportunity comes, like, yo, I got the opportunity. When I get opportunity, they're the first people I call. And it's vice versa. And I'm always happy for my team. Not even team, I hate that name, that word. My family. And I think a lot of people can't be, I think people get lost in the mindset like, yo, that should be me, man. I've been putting in work. I've been doing open mics. I've been doing showcases. I've been doing this. You know what I mean? Why am I not there? Why isn't it me? I've been putting just some, but it ain't your time, my boy. Pump your brakes, pipe down, little homie. It ain't your time. And you can't force it. You can't force nothing. Cause the more you force it, the more it's not gonna work. Trust me, I know. I've took so many L's by trying to force stuff and it does not work. When I look at this, everybody know I'm a believer of God. I'm a man of faith. When God says sit your butt down, you better sit down. And you can't win that fight. You know you can't win it. You forcing stuff and it ain't working. You forcing stuff and it ain't working. You try to go through the main entrance, door lock. All right, I'm gonna sneak in. I'm gonna sneak in through the side door. Can't get in that door. That door's back door locked, side window, everything locked. Can't get in. You try to sneak it through, you try to get in, you finally try to sneak in, and you get in and they throw you out. It ain't for you. Everything ain't for you. Trust me, I know. I've seen it. You know what I mean? It is one of those things where you just can't force certain things. I don't think people understand that. And that's what bothers me. You gotta be aware enough to know, like, I gotta sit down. I gotta stop. I gotta put my brakes. God must be slowing me down for a reason. That's not my opportunity. That's their opportunity. I gotta wait for mine. You know what I mean? I gotta wait for mine. You know what I mean? And for some people, it's like, man, like I said, maybe like, it may be like, man, it sucks, man. I thought it was gonna be me right there. You know what I mean? And it ain't that you not showing love to them people. Like, you be like, man, maybe what if it was, you know what I mean? But did you really put in the work you were supposed to? I mean, just because you think you're putting in the work, are you putting in the work? You know what I mean? It's like, are you putting in the work for the wrong reason? Are you doing all right, I'm going to do this and maybe they're going to help me out. You know, and people know what you're doing. A lot of people know when you're being genuine, when you genuinely doing stuff for the right reasons. We know that. People know that. I know that. They know that. He know that. She know that. We know that. You feel me? So, like I want to say this. Make sure you're supporting and showing love and being happy for people. You know what I mean? Even if it ain't your opportunity, still go show that love. And build it. And even when you're out there showing that love, try to build a connection. Like, yo, all right, man, let me see how I can ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. If you in that realm, like, yo, how can I do something like this? Who I got to talk to? You know what I mean? Don't issue on what they got going on. Don't. But like, yo, if the opportunity come, like, yo, maybe that's the opportunity. Go to an event and see. And maybe the owner be there. Maybe if you in the fashion, if somebody got a fashion show and you want, like, yo, how can I be a part of it? How can I get some of my pieces in here? Art show, like, how can I get my art on display? How can I get my clothing brand on the runway? Who I got to talk to? Mingle. Don't be an introvert. Be an extrovert. You know what the hell I'm saying? Go out. Get that opportunity. Sometimes you got to earn opportunity. That's how somehow I got to be. And that's besides, I'm going off the cuff. But anyway, make sure you show love and support to everybody. You feel what I'm saying? You dig? So, last topic of the day, and this is probably going to be the most lengthy one. Stop setting limits. I'm going to let y'all think about that real quick. I'm just going to let y'all think about that real quick. You thought about it? Cool. Stop setting limits. What does that mean? That means stop setting time frames on things. You know what I mean? Stop. I think that's where a lot of people fail. When you say, all right, you in your 20s, okay, by the time I'm 25, like I think I said this in the last one too. I'm just, by the time I'm 25, I want to have this. Okay, by the time I'm 35, I want to have this. By the time I'm 40, I want to be this. Before I'm 50, I want to be retired. You know, I want to retire at this age. I feel like, you know, it feels like setting those time limits are kind of like, they're realistic, unrealistic things to me, because you don't know what can happen between the time you say that to the time you get there. Anything can happen. You know what I mean? Financially, just quote unquote, life happens. Just anything can happen. Me, I try not to make plans like that. You know what I mean? I always say, Lord's willing, I'm going to do this. Lord's willing, I'm going to do that. If it's God's will, I'm going to do this. God's will, I'm going to do that. I don't like to say, oh, by the time I'm you know, 30s, 39, I want to be living in New York, outside New York, yada yada. I never do that. It's kind of like how these people like, yo, how most women be like, they want to be married by this age and have kids by, you know, by the time they, you know, like, that's unrealistic. You know what I mean? You want to be married and kids and house, that's damn near impossible. But some cases it happen, but some cases it don't. It's like dudes like, we like, yo, we want to have this. By the time I'm here, like, we live in a real world. You know what I mean? And some people, it just takes time for things to happen. Like, yo, people like, I want to be on Broadway by the time I'm 28. You know what I mean? You 19, bruh. And by the time you're 28, what if something happens that ain't the you know, bigger opportunities come that postpones that? You can always go, you can still do that. You want to have a show on Broadway, but you're not financially stable to do that. You got to start small. You got to build to that. You know what I mean? You got to build towards that. It's like, you just may not have the funds to do that. It may not be meant for you to do that at 29. You may have to do that at 39 or 49. You know what I mean? And I think when people set that limit, and I always go back to a story where a buddy of mine at the time, he was like, yo, we about to be 30, man. We going to be 30, man. We can't do, like, no. I'm not putting a cap on what I want to do. I just got started. You know what I mean? I look at life, you know, stuff slows you down in life, and now it's starting to pick up. I'm not going, 30. No, not doing it. No. I do not. I preach that. I tell you, do not give up on your dream. Don't ever give up on your dream. If you really want to do something, do it. You understand? That's the thing. Don't let my family say, man, nobody. Like my family don't think there's no value in what I'm doing. I got a partner like that. He probably watching right now. He's like, yo, my family don't really rock with me doing film and whatnot. And they don't, like, bruh, you still got to do this. I mean, that's my bro, and I know his family. Like, I do, F what they saying. Do that. You understand me? Don't keep putting it on hold because all this, you feel like other people don't see any value in it. Don't put no limit on that. Don't put, because this is happening, I can't do this. Oh, man, I can't do it, no. Dog, don't put no limit on it. If you want to start a business, do it. Stop putting a limit on it. Yo, by the time I'm this age, I want to have this. I want to start my own restaurant. I want to have this. I want to have that. And by the time you get to that age, you still working a regular 9 to 5. Like, man, I ain't get to accomplish my dream, like my life goal. By the time, like, man, my goal was, by the time I'm 30, I was supposed to be doing this, man. And now I'm knocking on it, man. It's right at the door, man. I can't even. And then people get, and that's the discouraging part. When you see you get to that milestone, like, yo, I'm about to get to that milestone, and I ain't there yet. You're like, what's going on? Like, I was supposed to be right here. You know what I mean? And I always told myself, when I was coming up, I never wanted to be that 30, 40-year-old dude trying to get it. You know what I mean? Like, but I realized I never set a limit on anything. I was just like, I don't want to be that guy. I want to at least try. And I've tried, and I'm doing pretty well right now. I'm doing really good. But at the same time, your plan, I said in a few videos, Your plan isn't God's plan. God's plan isn't your plan. And his plan is foolproof. With God's plan, it's nothing can stop it. Nothing can take it away from you. Nothing can slow it down. Nothing it's foolproof. Nothing is to the point where when it happens, it feels it's overwhelming that you can't. Only person that can mess up God's plan is you. And you like, yo, man, oh, Jesus, I don't know how to, I'm overwhelmed. Like, oh, man, I'm so overwhelmed. Like, oh, man, I don't know what to do, bro. Like, oh, man, what do I do? You feel me? You're the only one that can mess it up. You're the only one that can mess it up. You're the only one, because either you're going to do it or scare yourself out of it. And that's the bad part. Don't ever scare yourself out of it. And it's like, yo, man, this is really happening. It's like when you see stuff happening, and I feel like sometimes God just has a limit on something. Like, I'm going to give you this right now. I'm going to let you have a taste of what you can do. I'm going to slow. I can see, it's like, how's it? You feeling yourself too much? Or I got something, I'm going to give you this, and I'm going to give you something better. It's not that it's like a bad thing. Like, you're not boasting about it. You're not being a D about it. Or it's like, I gave you this. I'm going to give you something else. I got a better opportunity for you. You know what I mean? Or this isn't going to last long, because this is with anything. You may be, say for example, you're a filmmaker and you're working on these films and you get all these actors and yada, yada, yada. Everything's moving the way you want it to be moving. And all of a sudden, something happens where everybody starts getting picked off like flies. This person gets a big film opportunity. That person gets a big role. This person gets, this girl gets pregnant. She can't act anymore. She can't act for a while. This guy, everything just starts happening. Like, man, my crew, like, what's going on? You fall out with somebody, like, yo, man, what the, you know what I mean? But 2-3 months, maybe a year later, you're still working, you're still writing, you're still working, and the phone rings, an email comes to, like, yo, I seen, you didn't send off so many emails, so many things that you forgot that you sent out. Like, yo, this is such and such from Disney. Disney. Kevin Feige. You're like, yo, this is Kevin Feige from, I seen one of your reels, and we want you to be a producer or a writer on this film, or Tyler Perry, or anything. Any film studio hits you back up. You see, you went from making a couple $100 off your film, now you're making millions. Like, you're like, I forgot I even sent this email off. Like, even like you forget you sent off, and they finally get around to hitting you up, and now you at the table with big name people. Like, we want you to do some film work on this. We want you to work on this project with us. And that's how it goes. Like, yo. And I know I probably went off the cuff with that, but it's like, that's what I always say, is don't set limits, because you never know what can happen in life. Anything could possibly happen, And sometimes it takes a while for stuff to go full circle. So it's like the same thing you said you didn't want to do. You always, some way, somehow, you probably end up going right back in that circle, ending up right back where you was going to be at anyway. Because it happened to me, and I'm glad it happened that way. And that's a story for another time. So, like always, this has been Coffee with Jones. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe. Follow me on all social media platforms. I got my wrestling podcast up, Beer at the Boys. If you're a wrestling fan, check that out. It got crazy this week. Saturday's episode is up right now. Check it out. It's amazing. All my music, stream it. Do that for your boy. I will see you next week. Peace.